2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports.
We are in Milwaukee, where the Bucks are looking to take one in the interconference game at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And the Spurs looking for a positive start here on their road trip. An exciting game for this team and their fans, too. A lot of us saw this coming as a win here locks up the best record in the West.
And they're playing some of the most impressive basketball we've seen all season in the NBA. It's hard to think of any team that's played better than they have during this streak.
And, Greg, I love the attitude they're bringing onto the court every night, the belief you can see in this group. It's going to take something very special to beat this team.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for San Antonio, Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard, the two stars at the forward spots. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. And it's Gasol in at the 5, roaming the paint. On defense, the Spurs. Parker with it. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. Bucks passing it around for 3. Middleton, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Middleton's got himself on the board with 3 there. And as Milwaukee continues to invest in the Bucks and this whole franchise, upcoming stadium just one part of the equation. The team also starting their first year with an exclusive G League team.
Well, and that team is out in Oshkosh, Kevin, and should act as a really good resource for developing young players for the Bucks. I mean, a lot of teams have followed this trend, and the Bucks, they went from plan to action very quickly with that.
Now here's Gasol. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go, and that one's good by Aldridge.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
That was an elementary call for them to make there. I mean, once he knocked him off balance from behind, that was a no-brainer.
Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Monroe's got his first basket.
Man, what hustle from Monroe. I mean, this is a guy that gobbles up second chance opportunities for his team thanks to his gigantic size.
And LaMarcus Aldridge again.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
Boy, that was a terribly difficult shot, but still, somehow, some way, it went down. Wow. Boy, incredible effort on defense, refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing easy.
Middleton on the wing. Fires the 3. Another miss by Middleton. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. It's Aldridge penetrating. Here's Mills. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Antetokounmpo. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Ginobili the pass to Aldridge. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And the Bucks miss again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Thon Maker comes in for Parker. Tony Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Malcolm Brogdon.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play. Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now here's Laverne following the miss by John Henson. Berton's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And he gets it to go. And that's 10 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I think down low is where Antetokounmpo is really so effective, using those long arms of his to get shots off over the defense, really at will.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
17 seconds left to play in the first. Kicks to Snell. Pass to Maker. The tray. And Snell is good for three. Snell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Back to Murray. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Bo. And Clark, as you watch the game at both the college and pro levels over the years, what has been the biggest change for you in your view of that?
Well, you know what, Kevin, there are a couple of things. The athleticism, the real emphasis on training and strengthening the core, meaning from your kneecaps to your sternum. The work that's done to train the hamstrings and quads and glutes and that core area as a place of power, as your center of power, is one of the significant changes I've seen, not just in basketball, but all sports. And it's benefited the athletes greatly and the overall athleticism. And then from a playing standpoint or on the floor standpoint, I think the three-point shot. I think that's been the biggest dramatic change in the game.
On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard set. Anderson is out there with Laverne, and it's Bertans in at the three. The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Now here's Laverne. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Dellavedova, trailing by 2, and Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Spurs making a switch here. Forbes checked in. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And Dellavedova has a solid, reliable jump shot. You got to D him up from there or he'll burn you.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And, Kevin, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Henson. Maker dishes to Henson. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Dellavedova kicks to Maker. Three-pointer, Snell drops in the tray. Snell's got 6.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Dishes it to Forbes. Stolen by Henson. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Dellavedova. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Stolen. Gay drives in, and then Gay with the dunk.
And Gay isn't easy to tie up, using his length and muscle to kind of power through the defense.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for John Henson. Parker comes in for Maker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brogdon subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Laverne. Leonard comes in for Davis Bertans. And it's Mills in for Parker. Now Leonard, after Jabari Parker missed from long range. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Now, here's Brogdon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Here's Brogdon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The dish to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. And it's Malcolm Brogdon with the 3. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Parker, and too long on the shot. The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Mills passes to Gasol, and finished off by Gasol.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Parker's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Mills dishes to Gasol. The feed to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists now in this one.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control. A one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Jabari Parker.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you've got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K.
It's the 2K Sports
Welcome back, everybody.
Show.
It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet. LaMarcus Aldridge was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin.
now the third quarter about to get going. San Antonio leading by 10. On the perimeter, it's Middleton and Giannis. Parker is the 4 with Monroe in the middle. And it's Brogdon in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. He kicks it to Parker. Ginobili against Middleton. Goes up on the wing. Monroe, no good. Spurs shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo. I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his third foul of the game. Mark, when you look around the NBA, is there one point guard you wish you could have played with in your day?
There's a bunch of them out there, Kevin. I mean, Chris Paul is so good at orchestrating the offense and getting his guys good quality shots on a regular basis. Steph Curry is underrated, I think, as a passer. His shooting spaces the floor so well. And Damian Lillard is outstanding. I think John Wall would be a lot of fun to play with because of his speed and his ability to create opportunities just by getting into the lane. So those are 4 guys that I would have loved to hang out with.
Gasol kicks to Ginobili. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The Spurs have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Thon Maker comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Chris Middleton. San Antonio also making some changes. Laverne, he's checked in for Aldridge. And Davis Bertans subbed in for Leonard. And again, the Bucks miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Parker kicks to Bertans. And finished off by Gasol.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And there's the call on Ginobili. That's foul number 2 for him. John Henson's checked in for the Bucks. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Antetokounmpo kicks to Maker. Good! Maker's got his first points of the game. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Stolen by Brogdon. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Maker.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
And Laverne kicks to Gay. Back to Laverne. Tipped away. Stolen by Henson. Three-pointer, Dellavedova, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Bulls.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Yep, exactly. And it also stretches that defense out a little bit, expands the floor for you, and makes things really hard for the defenders when you space and stretch them like that. You know, Malcolm Brogdon was the 36th overall pick in 2016 out of Virginia. A little older than most rookies over the last decade and when they come into the league, but I tell you what, the Bucks got a real winner here. He's going to be a long-time, valuable player.
The Bucks making a change here. Snell's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Anderson, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Tony Parker.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
That was an elementary call for them to make there. I mean, once he knocked him off balance from behind, that was a no-brainer.
And for Brogdon, his age most likely a factor why he fell to the second round. Still, Clark, you know, the Bucks loved what he was about when they first met him coming out of the University of Virginia.
Yeah, hard not to love what he's about. Intelligent, focused, purposed, driven, skilled. I mean, his age may have worked against him in terms of where he was drafted, but it got him into a great spot for his long NBA career because he's going to have one.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo has the complete and total trust of his teammates. A real Swiss Army knife, a versatile guy. Does everything and anything that needs to be done with the basketball in his hand.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Laverne. Leonard comes in for Anderson. And it's Mills in for Rudy Gay. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. Back to Antetokounmpo. Tries again, and it's Maker laying it in. Maker's got 6 in the quarter.
How about this run there in the midst of on the
I love that. Yes, indeedy.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Maker, and even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Green feeds it to Aldridge. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
Outside, Antetokounmpo keeps it alive, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Maker's got 8 points.
Oh, hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there, going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
This game is a big boy game.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Bucks trail by 6. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. The defensive tandem of Green and Leonard outside. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. Monroe down low, working on Gasol, and he comes up with the deuce.
Real good patience inside from Monroe, seeing an opportunity to score inside and just taking advantage of it.
Aldridge, he can't get it to go. And the Bucks, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Middleton inside the three-point line, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And so it's San Antonio with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Aldridge. That shot, no good. Good D by Parker. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Leonard brings the double team. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his 1st foul of the game. Gasol against Monroe. Snell, the pass to Monroe. Clock at 6. And it's all evened up. Monroe's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 5th foul. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for the Spurs. Screen by Monroe. Middleton for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got 7 rebounds in the game. And Aldridge slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
There's a screen. There's the double team with Ginobili. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And Middleton just does a little bit of everything out there. A perfect team player.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Bucks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Gasol with the steal. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
Timeout called the Bucks. Nice game, great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
Snell kicks to Brogdon. Pass to Monroe. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Snell. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. He feeds it to Leonard. Here's Gasol. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Monroe. Middleton against Ginobili. Middleton the pass to Brogdon. Monroe with a screen on Parker. Brogdon kicks to Monroe. And the jam by Craig Monroe.
You know, Monroe's eyes light up whenever his team is looking for a key basket. Just taking control of the possession and dominating whoever's in front of him.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
There's a good screen. There's 1:26 left in the 4th quarter. He can't get that one to fall. San Antonio leading. Ginobili kicks to Parker. Pass to Gasol. And the rejection by Monroe.
That was terrific defensive awareness from Monroe, knowing where to be in order to come up with these rejections.
Shot from 12. Again, Monroe missing.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter. Not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Tony Snell. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
The drive by Aldridge. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Leonard picks him up.
And this atmosphere is banana.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot. This crowd all over it. Turned up.
Back to Ginobili. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Aldridge dishes to Gasol. Parker with the steal. Parker against Brogdon.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Exactly. You're right on top of it, Greg. No need to chuck up a 3. Just be smart and get a quality shot.
Aldridge misses. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Greg, one possession at a time, and really, as you said, it's all about clock management right now.
Gasol with the steal. A 3 from Leonard. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now we'll send it over. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.